Hello there, welcome to Mastering Manual Fashion Illustration. My name is Holiness Okoro, the designer and creative behind Designs by Dira. I'm so excited to be your instructor on this journey. This is the very first video of this course, and in this season we'll be focusing on the theory. Don't worry, the practicals are coming up next, but before we dive into sketching, it's super important that you understand the foundation of fashion illustration. This course is your complete guide from learning the basics to bringing your creative ideas to life on paper. Whether you're a beginner or someone already in fashion, this course is designed to help you build strong skills in illustration. In this video, you will learn what fashion illustration really means, a brief history of how it started, what makes it different from regular drawing, the different way you can use it as a designer or artist, how to actually make money from fashion illustration, and most importantly, how it can help you communicate your fashion ideas clearly to clients without needing to explain every single details. For example, if you're a designer who is tired of saying this is what I want to sew over and over again, fashion illustration will allow you to sketch the design, show the client exactly what it will look like, and then bring it to life. So yes, fashion illustration is a game changer. Make sure you have your pen and paper ready. This is a course you will want to take notes from. Don't skip anything, because every part builds you up and help you gain confidence and skill in your illustration journey. Let's get started. I'll guide you through everything you need to know before we begin the practical aspect. So see you in the next slide. So what is fashion illustration? Fashion illustration is the art of showing fashion ideas through drawing. It helps designers, stylists, and fashion lovers express their clothing ideas on paper before the real clothes are made. It's not just about drawing a dress, it's about showing how the fabric flows, capturing the mood or vibe, the emotion, the boldness, the elegance, the playfulness, explaining the details like ruffles, buttons, lace, or pattern. It's about visualizing the image or whatever ideas or how you want this particular design to be like when you make them on paper. Visualizing it, seeing it first before you create it. That is what fashion illustration is all about. For example, imagine you want to design a long red gown with a flowy sleeves and a high slit. A fashion illustration will show how that gown looks on a body, because you're going to be drawing the body. You're not just going to be drawing the fabric or drawing the clothes. Yes, I know a lot of people do that, but to make it more realistic, you use a body. And then how the fabric might move in the wind and what kind of feeling it gives. Is it elegant? Will it give you confidence? Will it give it luxury? Will it look unique, beautiful, and so on. So fashion illustration is important to designers because they use it to explain and pitch ideas before sewing. To clients can actually visualize their outfit before making them. It helps a fashion school, magazines, or a ready-to-wear brands to see what they want before making them. In simple words, fashion illustration is the visual language of fashion. It helps take what is in your mind and turn it into something others can see and understand, like a sketch that says, this is what I want to create. This is exactly what I want. Before you go ahead and make them, sew them, cut the fabric, sew them, and then make them and put it on a real human. So fashion illustration gives you the other aspect of seeing your designs, your drawing, your fabrics, everything that you want to see, understand how it will look like on a real human before you make them. So how fashion illustration started, the origin. Before camera or phones existed, the only way to show fashion trend was through hand-drawn illustrations. Designers and dressmakers used drawing to showcase styles in shops, magazines, and to clients. Example, if someone in Paris designed a new dress in 1800, they would draw it and send the sketch to the others to see and copy the trend. In the golden age, which is early 1900, in the early 1900s, fashion illustration became very popular and highly respected. Magazines like Vogue and Hyper Bazaar used beautiful detailed drawings for their covers and pages, all done by hand. Example, instead of model photos, a magazine's cover would have a hand-drawn woman wearing the latest hat or dress for that season. The shift started in 1930. Photography started to replace illustration in magazines. People preferred the real photos of model wearing clothes, but fashion illustration didn't die, it evolved. Today it is used for luxury branding, designing concept sketches. Fashion schools use fashion illustration and portfolios. Example, a designer like Dior or Valentino may use fashion illustration to present new ideas before making real samples. So in essence, fashion illustration was the first way fashion was shared and sold, though photo took over. Illustration still plays a special creative role in the fashion world today. So the materials and the things you need for fashion illustration. To start fashion illustration, you need some tools and basic knowledge. This can be traditional, hand-drawn, or digital using device. Now the traditional tools, these are tools you use to draw by hand, which is what we're about to do. Yes, you need graphite pencil for sketching your fashion figure like a body outline. Example, you use the pencil to draw a model wearing a dress. Now I know you would say you can use any pencil like the one you can just buy in the Madam store, but no, if you really want to go into this fashion illustration, invest in yourself. I mean, invest with the right tool. You can get real and very good fashion illustration materials, like tools like the pencils, the eraser, the markers. There's what we call the ballpoint pen, the watercolors, whatever you want to use from the art store. So, and you can get, they have this white charcoal pencil, they call it for highlighter, just to make your work look real. So, and quality papers. Yes, I know a lot of us use drawing book and then we use this A4 paper, but no, they have different papers. Yes, like the papers that you can use for marker, yes, it's different from the paper you use for watercolors. So they have different papers, so you need to invest in yourself with the knowledge, so you will understand better and make your work look so real, so neat and so beautiful. Okay. And there are digital tools like this, digital tools like you need iPad, tablet, your phone and apps like Procreate, Adobe Illustration. We use Stylus Pen in arts. Stylus Pen is for digital, yes, digital art. And also, example is you draw a jumpsuit on Procreate and test different colors with the app like that. We're not going into digital illustration. So another thing you need to know as a basic knowledge for illustration is your human anatomy. I know you're going to say you're not a doctor, you're not a nurse, so why should you know your human anatomy? Well, you need it. So know your body shape. Yes, our body have shapes. Understand the muscle so that you can draw a figure that looks real. Yeah, you draw the arms and the leg in its right proportion. The fabric drapes, understand how fabrics fall and fold. You need to know the human anatomy to know how the body shapes will come out and how it will fit. Yes, another thing that you need to know is understanding of fabrics, yes, which is fabric draping, understanding how fabric fall and fold and silk flow smoothly and how demi is. You just need to know all these things. So in essence, whether you draw by hand or on tablet, you need the right tools and a bit of knowledge. With practice, your idea will come to life beautifully. So how to use fashion illustration? Fashion illustration is more than just drawing stylish clothes. It's a tool used in different parts of fashion industry, and here is how. Number one is design development. Now, fashion illustration helps bring your ideas to life during the creative process. You use it to sketch new designs when planning a collection. For example, you want to design 5-piece Ankara collection. You sketch each outfit first to see how it will look like before choosing the fabric. Yes, it's a really great tool that you need to know. You know, it's not every style that can fit a fabric, so you have to visualize it. Use illustration to visualize it. Bring it to life with your illustration first before you create it. Another way you can use it is technical sheets. Now, illustration are used to explain your designs clearly to tailors or manufacturers. They are called technical flats. Yes. Now, you draw the front and back, that's for example, of a dress with notes like the zip is at the back, so that whoever is going to be using that flat will know what he or she is doing, and maybe the length of the sleeve is like 10 inches or 10 centimeter. Like, it's actually a guide to tailors exactly. So, marketing and social media is another way where you use another medium how you use your fashion illustration. So fashion illustration make your brand look creative and unique. You can use them for ads, packaging, or Instagram content. For example, instead of just posting fabric photos, you share a beautiful drawing of the new design or of your new design. It attracts attention and give your page a stylish touch. Now, another medium is editorial and magazine. Fashion magazines sometimes use illustration for fashion spread, covers, or styled layouts. For example, a magazine might use a hand-drawn fashion scene like models in Paris to show trends instead of using real photos. Now, in essence, fashion illustration helps you plan your design, explain them, promote your brand, and add creativity to magazines and marketing. So, how to understand the craft fashion illustration now? To become a great fashion illustrator, it's not just about drawing clothes. It's about knowing how to draw the body movements and fabric in a way that makes the outfit come alive, makes the outfit look real. That's just it. Now, there's what we call the 9-head rule. Now, fashion figures are drawn taller than real people. Yes, the real people, you know, like real human. Fashion illustration, their figures, which is called the crookie, are drawn taller than real people to make the clothes look more elegant and dramatic. What it means is, instead of drawing a body that's 9 head tall, like a real person, like an average real person, real human is like 7 head tall, 7 head tall. Fashion illustration draw figures that are 9 to 10 head tall. As we go to the practical, I will explain what a head means. So why? Because it gives the design more stylish and model-like look. Now, if you draw a gown on a tall, slim figure, it will look more graceful than if it is on a short, stiff figure. Now, another rule is movement and gesture. Right now, to make your illustration feel alive, you need to learn how the body moves and poses. You need to understand how the body moves, yes, and poses. Why it matters is because clothes look different when someone is walking, when the person is turning, or when the person is posing. Like, it brings out the clothes, like so. And also gesture drawing helps you capture the body natural flows. For example, a long dress will flow backward if the figure is walking forward, like the figure that you're drawing is walking forward. That makes your work look very realistic. Now, another rule is fabric rendering. What this means is learning how to draw fabrics to look like the real thing, even digitally or even with marker. That is, rendering is more of coloring, right, shading and so on, which you will also learn how to like make silk. Yes, you can. There's a way you would draw silk to make it look soft and shiny. The demi fabric will look thick and stiff. Yes, you will see it will look real, like this is jean. 4, look text and fluffy. I don't know if you guys have seen drawings like that, and you'll be like, how did they draw this thing to look this real? Yes, fashion illustration will make you understand that. Like, you need to understand this part of it. Example, if you're illustrating a silk gown, you will use smooth curve stroke like highlights for jeans. You will use straight line and rough textures. So in essence, understanding fashion illustration means knowing how to draw the fashion body, show movement, and make fabrics look real, so your ideas come alive on paper or on screen. I hope I'm communicating and you guys are with me. So let's go on to the next slide. Why fashion illustration is important. Now, fashion illustration is not just beautiful, it's very useful in the fashion world, and here's why. Speed. Yes, number 1 is speed. It's a quick way to visualize ideas. Now, drawing your design is the fastest way to bring your ideas to life. Example, you get a sudden idea for a dramatic sleeve design. Instead of sewing it directly or explaining it with words, you quickly sketch it out to make your client understand, and others can see what you're imagining in minutes. Number 2 is originality. Hand-drawn art has personality. Now, illustration have a unique touch. Unlike photos, they show your personal style and creativity. Example, 2 people can draw the same outfit in different styles: soft, edgy, playful, or elegant, giving the design a specific feel. Photo shows reality, but illustration actually shows emotion and vision. Like, it just, your whole heart is just there in it. Number 3 is cost effectiveness. It saves time and money. You can see your full collection on paper without spending money on fabric. This is something I even need to learn. Like, it's told me going, because I saw too. It's told me going to be buying fabric. Like, I can literally design it first before spending my money on going to get the fabric. Not to talk of sewing and bringing models or photo shoots. Now, example, before making 5 outfits for your ready-to-wear brand, you draw them all. You can adjust color, fabric, and styles through illustration. No wasted fabric or time. So in simple words, fashion illustration help you save time, show your unique styles, and avoid extra costs. It's a smart and creative way to design. I tell you. How to monetize your art. Now, there are many ways to earn money from your fashion illustration skills, and here is how. Number 1, freelance designing. That is working with fashion brands or tailors who need help bringing their ideas to life. Example, a ready-to-wear brand wants to launch a collection but needs sketches. You will create illustration for them and get paid per designs. Yeah, and the money is not small. So number 2, live sketching at events. Get hired to draw people live at special events like wedding, fashion shows, or luxury pop-up. We don't do that here in Nigeria, but it's mainly at the white people, they do that. Now, at a wedding, you sit with your sketch pad and draw quick fashion style portrait of guests and a souvenir. So each one pays, or it's part of your fee for the event planner, like that. Number 3, selling your art print. Turn your best illustration into print, even into fabrics. You can create fabrics as a fashion illustration. These fabric patterns, you can create them and then turn them into print, stickers, or digital download and sell them online. You can create 5 stylish and current fashion pieces, frame the print and sell them on Instagram or Etsy for 5,000 or 10,000 each, depending on the amount of your work and the value you place in yourself. Teaching your skill. Now, teach people how to draw fashion figures online or offline, just like what I'm doing now. We host a beginner class every Saturday for 10,000 naira per student, or record tutorials and sell them as a course, like what I'm doing now. Brand collaboration. Work with fashion or beauty brands to create unique illustration for their packaging, campaigns, or social media. Example, a skincare brand wants a feminine drawing for their limited edition box. You create it and they pay you for your work. In simple words, you can make money by working with brands, drawing at events, selling your art, teaching others, or collaborating with fashion and beauty companies, and you get paid for every single one of them. So on to the next slide. So who needs your work? Your client. Fashion illustration isn't just for fun. Many people and businesses need your art to tell their stories, promote product or visualize ideas, and they are number one fashion designers. We as designers, we need your help. Yes, as a fashion illustrator to bring our ideas or our design idea to life on paper before making real clothes. Well, lucky me, I'm a designer who knows how to draw, so so example is a designer has an idea for a wedding dress but can't draw. There is a lot of designers like that. You sketch it for them so the tailor can understand and create it. Number two, boutique owners. They use illustration for marketing, flyers, packaging, or window display to attract customers. Example, a boutique wants to advertise their new Ankara collection. You create a stylish drawing for them on their Instagram page, post, or printed flyer. Magazine editors, they use fashion illustration for editorial covers or style layout, especially when they want something artistic and unique. Example, a fashion magazine wants a soft hand-drawn image of a woman in traditional wear for a feature story. Your illustration gives it that unique look. Number four, private clients. These are individuals who love fashion and want custom designs of themselves in their dream outfits. Example, someone wants to see how they will look in a birthday dress. They imagine, you draw it for them and you get paid, not as a gift for keepsake. You will get paid. As agency, they need creative drawing for storyboard, concept art, or fashion themed campaign. Example, a hair brand want an illustration of women in stylish outfits using their products. They hire you to create it. So fashion illustration are valuable to designers, brands, editors, boutique, and even individuals who want to bring ideas to life or add beauty to their work. All right, into the next slide. So this is the end of our first video, and this is just a reminder of the materials you will need for the next video, which will be the beginning of our practical. You'll need your pencils, your eraser, your ruler, your ink pen. You can get to any supermarket to look for them and you will see them, your drawing book or your A4 paper. And this is the end, so I'll see you in the next video. Should I say bye? All right.
anointed me to do great things. I'm thoroughly furnished with wisdom and power. I have resources to do what He says. I'm thoroughly furnished with wisdom and power. I have resources to do what He says. Oh, 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 yo, yo. Help me sing past the gospel.
Anointed me to do great things. God has anointed me to do great things.
I'm thoroughly furnished.
I'm thoroughly furnished with wisdom and power.
I have resources
Do what He says. I'm thoroughly furnished with wisdom and power. Oh, and
I have resources.
so I will do what He says.
I'm thoroughly furnished with wisdom and power. And I have resources. So sing it again. I'm thoroughly furnished